Is Rebecca Fannin. She's founder and editor of Silicon Dragon. In the story, we just heard one of the folks saying, you have to know about market demand, you have to respond. This environment just keeps changing so quickly. So what are the trends that you're seeing that have caught your eye?
Oh, well, I think definitely AI is one of the hottest things going. And then since we're talking about the Consumer Electronics Show, you have to talk about the Internet of Things. All the connected devices, the smart home, the smart city, the smart transport. These are some of the leading edge trends coming out of China today, and China's showing the world what it can do in those areas.
And Gary Shapiro, we heard him in the story. He was one of the speakers at the event, in fact, the keynote speaker, and he talked about the innovations on the show floor. They create disruption, but also provide solutions. Self-driving cars can stop fatalities, drones are helping in disaster relief. One really can't argue with that. So where do you see technology taking us in the years ahead?
Well, I think as China has come up the curve and has come from copycats to innovators today, we're seeing new business models develop from China. And I think those are starting to go global. So the live streaming aspect, where there's payment, virtual payment for celebrities online, that's something that came out of China. The bike sharing started in China. Mobile payments is much more advanced in China than it is in the West. And these trends are starting to go global too. China is no longer just in China. These technology companies are going international. And they're headed into the US, they're headed into Southeast Asia, and they're having an impact.
China's also doing a lot with smart cities. I mean, how do these cities look in the future, do you think?
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot more efficient. We won't have the red lights and traffic jams and, the constant hustle bustle that we have today, that maybe it would be more regulated. And it'll be a much more convenient and easy place to live than it is today. All the urban areas that are so jam-packed.
But you hear all of that, and it sounds great, but one of the other things people talk about, and of course Shapiro addressed it, disruption. It's going to change the way we live our lives. It's going to change jobs. I mean, talk to us about the disruption element of all of this. How do those changes affect us?
Well, it's really becoming a society where we're always on, we're always switched on, we're never far from our mobile devices or our robot. In this case, there was a lot of robots at the CES show. And, these robots are dancing. They can be companions. They can be, helpers. So they can help to change retailing. Retailing is another big area that's under total disruption because of technology. So just about every aspect of our lives is changing, from driving to shopping to surfing to everything. So yeah, we're in for a major upheaval.
Yeah, there's no stopping it, that's for sure. Rebecca Fannin joining us from New York. Thanks so much.